Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little more of a chilled out sit down video because we are going to be talking about all things Kindle. I recently got a new Kindle and it inspired me to make this video, so we've got a few things to unbox for a little Kindle accessories haul. I've got a bunch of Kindle Unlimited book recs and then I'm going to talk you through some of the books on my Kindle TBR. First, what Kindle do I have? So I used to have a Kindle Paperwhite, I think it was like 10th gen. I got it in 2021. It lasted me till now, so a good 4 years and over 500 books. I really did use that Kindle. I got more than my money's worth, but it finally gave up on me. So now I have the latest Kindle Paperwhite, the 2024 edition. I got it in raspberry and I got such a good deal on it, and let me tell you how I did it. So this would have been £159.99 and I got it for £107 because I used the trade-in option. With the Amazon trade-in for a new Kindle, you send in your old Kindle free of charge and you get a baseline of 20% off your new Kindle, and then you also get a gift voucher of up to £20 depending on the condition of the Kindle you send back. So with that combined, I got over £50 off of this new Kindle, which was absolutely amazing. If your Kindle is broken, so you think like there's no point me doing this to get a new one, you get 20% off just for trading it in anyway, regardless of it even working. So I really urge you guys to do that because I saved so much more money than I thought I would. Anyway, let's get into decorating my Kindle. I've got a couple things to unbox here. First up, seeing as I got a pink Kindle, I will be showing that bit off. So I just have a clear case here and I have some stickers we're going to use to make it a little bit more interesting. So here it is. Now this is the moment of truth for if this is actually going to fit my Kindle. Yes, it does. Okay, that is perfect. Then I have here a pop socket, because this Kindle is bigger than my other one and I had a pop socket on that one, and this is like big to hold, so a pop socket's really going to help me. And I'm left-handed, so I will be putting it on the left side of my Kindle because putting it in the middle, my hands are not big enough. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's just a little pink heart. Oh, I didn't even realize this. I think it's one of these magnetic ones that you can like swap out. If I take off this layer here, yeah, that is sticky. Okay, good. Then whereabouts are we gonna put it? So if I hold my Kindle like that, I want it around here, around there. And now hopefully I've done that right. There we go, that is perfect. And then I've got my little pop socket. That is so cute. Now that we've done that, I have these stickers and I used a few of them on my last Kindle, but they're honestly really cute, so I want to use them again. And I'm not going to actually stick them down. I'm just going to place them inside the case so that I can switch them around and there won't be any like sticker residue left when I change them. They are so cute. I literally just got a pack off of Amazon. There's loads of them and of course they're all book themed. So I'm going to pick out a few. Okay, I've got a few here to start with, and then if we need more, I will add them. So let's kind of see. I'm going to place them, and then I will show you what I've got, what we're working with. Okay, I think I like this setup for now. Of course, I can change it. That's why I didn't keep the stickers in. But we've got so many books, so little time. I work to support my reading addiction. A bunch of different tropes. It says romance reader here, but that's kind of covered. It says read more books, book girly. I just think that that is so cute. So that is my Kindle setup. Now let's talk books I would recommend that are on Kindle Unlimited. I'm going to be giving like very base descriptions for these because I'm sure I've talked about them a lot over the years on my channel because I like and recommend all of the books I'm about to tell you about. Okay, first up we have some contemporary romance books that are on Kindle Unlimited, and these are all so good that I own physical copies of them. First recommendation I have for you guys is Lauren Asher. Anything by Lauren Asher, but specifically the Dreamland Billionaire series. This series has been well loved, so I'm sure you know about it, but if you don't, this is a trilogy and it follows 3 different brothers. When their grandfather, a multi-billionaire, passes, he leaves a third of his inheritance to each brother, but there is a condition that each of them have to complete a task before they get the money. In book 1, the fine print, we have Rowan, who has to run his amusement parks, which is basically like Disneyland. And then we have Zara, who is someone that works there, and that is their romance. Book 2, which I think is my favourite, we have Terms and Conditions, which is Declan and Iris. Declan has to get married and produce an heir, and Iris is his assistant, who is tasked with trying to find a woman for him to marry. None of it is working, so she just says, fuck it, let's just do like a fake marriage. But does it stay fake? Who knows? And finally, we have Callahan and Alana. Now, his task seems pretty simple. He just goes to live at a summer house, and I think he renovates it. What he doesn't know is his childhood sweetheart has been living there this whole time, and they have to spend time together and basically live there together. That was not left in the will. His grandfather did not mention that to him. So good. Anything by Lauren Asher, but especially that series. Then I have a standalone for you guys that made me sob. We have Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer. This is a second chance romance between, again, childhood sweethearts, but the guy is now this famous actor, and he runs into his ex-love of his life. She is a single mum, and he does a lot of groveling to win her heart back. It was so good. I cried. The ending, I knew it was coming, and it made me love it even more. Now, when you hear Lucy Score, I'm sure you think of the Knock 'Em Out series, but the book rec I have for you from her today is By a Thread. This is Grumpy Sunshine done right. This is so good. So we have Ali and Dominic. Ali is working at a pizza place. Dominic has had a bad day, so he's being rude to his waitress, and she stands up for herself, and he gets very embarrassed. And what he doesn't know is his mother is like the head of this fashion thing that he works at, this huge company, and she is about to get the job of working in the same office as him. He's got some secrets as to what happened with his father in the past that makes it very clear he will not cross that line with someone that works in a lower position than him in the company, so he has to resist her. This is so funny, so good, and I'm so in love with this man. Let's talk about some dark romances. Now, my most recent 5-star dark romance read was none other than Desperate Run. This is such an underrated book. I actually have a whole video where I read the entire thing, so I won't talk to you about it too much, but I will tell you to read it. Check content warnings. It's dark and twisted and messed up, but the premise of this is there is this carnival for horror lovers to get their like biggest horror scare yet. You pay £10,000 for a ticket, and you have to sign a contract that says if you get caught in any of these mazes, the scare actors are allowed to do whatever they want to you. And that really means no limits. The only limit is like no SA, but they could literally end up killing you if you end up getting captured by them. Like, you're taking this risk because you love the real high stakes. The actual romance between the two main characters is not dark. They both have so many dark things in their past, and you are unraveling the mystery as you go along, whilst also being in this insane atmosphere. I have never read a book so unique in terms of the setting. It was so good. I loved every second of it. Then we're going to talk about H.D. Colton, one of my favourite authors, and I am sure if you hear that name you will think of the Haunting and Hunting Adelaine Cat and Mouse duet, but I'm going to talk about 2 other books by her. First up, we have Does It Hurt? This is about a woman who steals identities. One night she steals Enzo's identity and runs off, and he knows what she's done, but she thinks, I'm never going to see him again, until they get shipwrecked and trapped on an island, and there is this creepy guy that like owns the lighthouse there, and there's weird things going on. They think the lighthouse is haunted, so they both absolutely hate each other. He's like, this woman tried to steal like everything I own by stealing my identity, but we kind of have to survive together against this bad guy. It's dark, it's so like tense, and like the thriller aspect to H.D. Colton's books are so good, and I just loved it. We also have Shallow River, one of my more recent reads. This is very dark and twisted. This is about a woman who has a very dark, deep and twisted past. She ends up getting into an abusive relationship, and the guy's brother is trying to hunt down a serial killer that has been plaguing him his whole life, and he wants to get this woman out of the relationship, but she has been like poisoned against him by her partner's lies about this guy. The mystery in this book is so good. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I think I finished this in a 24-hour readathon, and I was so shocked by how it all wrapped up. This is so good. Then we have a fantasy series I am sure you have heard of before. It is none other than the Zodiac Academy series. These authors are called the Twisted Sisters for a reason. I've only read the first 4 books in this series, but they caused me so much pain already that I'm so scared for how much worse it's gonna get. It's by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti, and it's like a magical boarding school. We have 2 twins who grew up in the mortal realm, who come to find out they are heirs to like this huge fortune in the Fey realm. To this boarding school, there is a lot of bullying from the 4 heirs who have been taking their place, and they don't just want to give it up when these sisters come back. The first book is a lot of bullying. The second book is where the twins get their revenge. The pranks pulled are so much fun. Then I have some thrillers. Thrillers are my most read genre, so this is fun. And I'm not going to tell you really anything about these books because I love going into thrillers blind, and that's how I recommend you do with these 2. First up, anything really by Frida McFadden. They're all on Kindle Unlimited, but especially, which ones are my favourite? Especially The Housemaid, The Inmate, Do Not Disturb, Wanna Know a Secret, The Wife Upstairs. There are so many good ones. There are a couple misses. I wouldn't recommend The Co-Worker. I wouldn't recommend The Husband's Secret Lie. I would recommend The Boyfriend. I wouldn't recommend The Devil Wears Scrubs. So there's a few hit and misses there, but overall most of her books are going to be fun, insanely unpredictable, crazy and out there, and a bingeable read. Next up, we have Lucinda Berry. I believe all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, and I would recommend most of these as well. These are very dark, so do check content warnings. Specifically, I would recommend Keep Your Friends Close, Off the Deep End, The Secrets of Us, The Best of Friends, and If You Tell a Lie. And I've got The Tradwife's Secret by Leanne Child. This was insane. It has a little bit of a slow start, but you have no clue where it's going to go after that. Oh my gosh, the ending was crazy. And then I have one horror wreck. This is called Brother. This is very dark and twisted. It is about cannibals, okay? Let me just put that out there. This book made me feel sick to my stomach, but it was so addictive and scary, I could not put it down. Check content warnings, but read it. I have so many more book recs, but if you would like a part 2, do let me know, because that is where I'm going to end that little section of this video. Otherwise, I'll be here for hours. Next up, we're going to talk about books on my Kindle Unlimited TBR. I am very excited to get to all of these, and again, this list is endless, so I've just picked a few. I'm just going to list them off because I don't really know anything about these books. I like to go into my books blind. I've got a couple series that I actually have the physical copies of, but they are on Kindle Unlimited, and the first one is the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. This is a dark romance series with the four horsemen kind of thing. That's kind of all I know. I'm here for a good time. I'm interested to see how it goes. I could either love or hate these. I feel like it could go both ways, but I don't think I'll feel neutral. The other series that I have physical copies of are the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. The first one is The Book of Azrael. I know this is an urban fantasy. I know he's the cinnamon roll, like golden retriever, and she's like the grumpy one. That is kind of it. I'm really excited. The books are really long, but I've heard they are addictive, so I'm very excited. I'm excited for all of these. You're going to hear me say that a lot over the next couple minutes. I do have a lot of fantasy, because a lot of fantasy books that are popular and that I've heard about tend to be on Kindle Unlimited, because a lot of them are indie published, and a lot of indie books they're probably going to be on KU. I'm just going to rapid fire go through these. We have Direbound, which is about wolf shifters pack kind of thing. We have Phantasma, which is like a haunted maze. Games and Trials. I don't really know, can you tell? We have Riftborn, which is kind of an academy setting. We have The Wolf King, which is werewolves. That's it for fantasy. There's definitely more, but that's all I've got on this little list to tell you about. And I have 2 books from Frida McFadden that I have not read yet. That is Dead Med and Brain Damage. And I'm pretty sure before Dead Med was like traditionally published, this was a duology, but now I think they're standalones. I'm still going to read them in that order, Dead Med first and then Brain Damage. I'm pretty sure they are both set at a hospital for like medical students that are starting to intern, and stuff goes wrong. And we have Love Arranged, which is the third book in Lauren Asher's latest series. I am very excited. Like I said before, I love Lauren Asher and would recommend. And I'd like to get into the Rena Ken universe. I'm going to start with Cruel King and that series, and then follow the reading order that starts with that, because I know there are a bunch of different reading orders, but I'm going to go with that one. I really want to read Nightshade. People have found it very hard to describe this book, and that is what intrigues me. I think it's a blend of a bunch of different genres. I think we've kind of got dark academia, mystery, romance. There might be fantasy in it, but I have no clue. For a thriller, I really want to read The Perfect Marriage. I've seen so many people talking about it, but I have no clue what it's about, other than I'm assuming it's a marriage that looks perfect from the outside, but all isn't what it seems, because that's how those kind of books usually go. And then for romance, I really want to read the DC Stars series. I've been seeing these blow up all over BookTok recently, and I really want to know what they're about. I think they're hockey romances, but I think that's all I know. Oh, I know they have badass women. And I love a badass FMC. That's where I'm going to stop with the KU TBR. Again, I have so many more that I want to read, and if you have any good book recs on KU, please drop them down below. The list is never ending, guys. This is just a fun little video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with reading vlogs next week, do not worry. But I really wanted to make a little sit down video with you guys because I'm very excited for my new Kindle, and I thought this was fun. So if you liked it, please do let me know in the comments. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone to make a video like this, so I do hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!